Hey, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We're at Circuit World here in Blue Ridge. Indoors today on this Friday because it's raining a little bit here in North Georgia. So we'll be back over at Sycamore Crossing next week. And we have a special segment. Let me explain this. I like this. Jesse Barton, Community Relations Director with Cameron Hall and J. So we have been telling you about our segment of North Georgia Senior Living, and Jesse is with us. Joining us this morning is, what's your name again, Rena?
Yeah.
Oh, how many years have we done this? My joke. Our good friends from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. Rena is here with a beautiful little pooch there that wants to go home with somebody. So what we're doing today is we're going to mix this up a little bit. And we have the Humane Society of Blue Ridge with our pet, and Jesse wants to talk about companion dogs. That's our focus this morning, right, Jesse?
It is. What a better way to tie the two segments together than to talk about how pets can benefit seniors, how seniors can actually help other seniors through their pets, and how even if you aren't a senior and you have a pet that you want to train to be a companion dog, we can talk about that as well. First, I want to ask Rena to introduce our sweet pet today.
This is Taylor. She's about 4 years old. She had the puppies that we have over at the Humane Society. They're about 4 months old now. Taylor was heartworm positive, so she has to go through 2 more treatments. Whoops, goodness, you okay? And she just burped. And then so she has to be walked. You okay? All right. She has to be walked on a leash. And then after that, we'll slowly introduce her back to exercise. But she is an absolute sweetheart.
Jesse, let's talk about the positive, some of the notes you made this week of seniors in this, and we're talking about North Georgia Senior Living, a companion pet for senior citizens.
So a lot of times our older senior citizens who can't necessarily get out need a companion. So our pets can combat loneliness. There's actually some proven medical benefits that within 15 minutes of interacting with a pet, that blood pressure goes down. Over time, anxiety, depression, those kind of things can start to really decrease because they're loving on a pet. And we are taught throughout life to do things. We have to have a purpose. So maybe it is taking care of an animal. We've got a family to take care of. So as that senior becomes a little more isolated, they may lose their sense of purpose, or they retire and they don't have work to go to, and so they need a purpose for life. And so taking care of an animal is a great way to add that purpose in. Gives you some interaction not only with your pet, because I talk to my pets all the time, and I'm sure you do too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So
you just put me right out there.
He sings to his.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. So yes, I think, and let me say this now, going off of what Jesse's talking about of having a companion dog. Now, over at the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, they do an outstanding job. Now, they have an intake program. So sometimes, you know, if you're a senior citizen, you would like to make sure you're getting a companion dog that is suited, healthy, has all his shots, goes through an intake program, and the best way to do that is the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. Now, you guys can help identify which dogs would make great companion dogs.
Yes, yes. When people come in, we say, what are you looking for? If they're looking specifically for something, older dog, younger dog, female, male, you know, whatever it is, hyper, not hyper. Taylor, for instance, would be a good dog for an elderly person.
This dog we have here today.
This is Taylor. We call her Mama because of the puppies. But she loves to sit with you on the furniture. She would probably be a great sleep bed companion. She walks very well on a leash. She loves to go riding, so in a vehicle. So she would be a companion to do everything with someone who may be alone, a senior who may be alone and needs another companion. She's just a love, a big love.
Well, now let me ask you something, because again, what we're trying to tie together here is if you are looking for a companion pet. Now, if you're looking for a pet for your family, they have plenty of dogs and cats to choose from. You can get in touch with the Humane Society, their Facebook page. Humane Society of Blue Ridge, don't forget of Blue Ridge, and also humanesocietyofblueridge.org is their website. They have plenty of dogs they can match up with your family. If you have another dog in the family, or if you're a senior and you already have one pet and you want a second one, they do that also very well. Put it together. They do a meet and greet. Now, who do we have here today?
Taylor.
Taylor.
Look.
Taylor.
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 I think she likes the camera.
Taylor.
Here's a treat. There you go. Good girl.
She's so sweet.
She is. She is just
Taylor,
such a little
no, wait a minute. You don't get another one until we talk. Hey. Well, Taylor, come here.
Come here, honey.
Taylor.
Come here.
Taylor. Where's all your pups? She don't like to talk about that? Her pups are...
She's a little nervous.
Is she?
Yeah, we only have 4 left. There's
Only
only
have
4
4
left.
pups?
The rest of them are fostered to adopt. We have Sport, the only male, or the only male left, and then 3 other females. And 3 of them look like her. They have the brown and the black, and then the other one is more of a light beige color. Yeah, they're about 4 months old, and they're looking for homes too. And again, a puppy is a lot of responsibility. So a senior may not want a puppy because you have to train them, you know, the potty training and everything else, as to where an older dog like Mom, who's gotten all that puppy out of her and she just wants to kind of sit back and relax and go for a little walk or whatever, you know, that would probably be best for a senior.
Well, let's if we have any seniors out there that are looking for a companion dog, let's talk about there would be concern with the health of the dog. Okay, so talk about your intake program. So if anybody out there is interested in a dog and wants to come to Humane Society of Blue Ridge, the intake program that you have, that you make some guarantees if somebody comes and gets a dog from you.
Yeah, when we receive a dog, it goes into intake for 14 days. And through that 14 days, that's how long it would take to see if they have any diseases. They are up to date on their shot. They will be spayed, neutered, and microchipped before they are adopted. So they are well dogs. Like I said, in Mom's case here, she was heartworm positive. So I just can't stress enough the heart guard to protect for heartworms. So she's going through the treatments for that. She can still be adopted even though she's going through those treatments. It's not that she can't be adopted. You just have to keep her walking on a leash. You just can't let her run. And the last 2 treatments are coming up this month, and then we'll generally get her back into exercise. But she is very healthy. We're just going to get rid of the heartworm problem that she has. But she's up to date on everything. She's spayed, and she's ready to go. And most of our dogs there, I believe all of our dogs there, except the puppies, are ready to go. The puppies would be fostered to adopt. They have had all their shots. When they get neutered, spayed or neutered, they will be microchipped at that time, and then they will be adopted out. So if you're interested in a puppy, you do a foster to adopt. But all of the dogs go through the intake process, and if they show any signs of being ill, they will not come out of intake until they are healthy.
Now, how often do you think people come up to the Humane Society of Blue Ridge looking for a companion dog? How often do you have?
Probably close to 80–85%. Some people are visiting.
Really?
Oh yeah. Some people are visiting town and it's like their last day and they're like, oh, what do we do? Oh, let's go see the dogs. And some of them do end up adopting when they're even out of town. It's a longer process and they'll end up coming back to get the dog. But we have a high, I think there's a high percentage of someone coming and they come in specifically looking for a certain dog for a companion, or for a companion for their dog, so that, you know, their dog has a companion. Some people have they've had 2 dogs, one dog dies and the other dog is distraught, so they come trying to find another companion. But I believe it's a high percentage of people that come in looking for companions.
Well, let's go back a little bit to senior living, and we're here also with Jessie Barton, Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall, and Ella J. And Jessie, some of the things that I really like, and I'm looking at this beautiful dog here, and I'm thinking, yes, companion dog has me all calmed down. My blood pressures went down, right? But when we talk about a purpose, and I mean, obviously, reality is when you get older if you're living alone, or you're looking for that purpose. Your children are grown, gone, and you know, and these are some actual proven facts that the blood pressure can go down. It can help reduce anxiety, depression, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And all that kind of ties together, because your anxiety is going to make that blood pressure go up. So naturally, sitting here, you know, especially with Taylor, she's so calm. She's just, I mean, it just kind of makes you go, oh, okay, you know, and petting her, you know, I don't know the science behind it, but it's got to release some kind of endorphins, happy thoughts, and
well, there's also the fact of, you know, and we are talking about senior living, the commitment to have to care for something. I mean, taking a dog for a walk is good for you to go for a walk.
Yeah.
You have a dog to go, you know, for a walk with you, you know, and your doctor's telling you, you know, you should walk every day. Well, a great companion dog, go for a walk. You know, you know, you take the dog different places. You have obligations to the pet of feeding and watering, and you have so many things that you can do that are not hard tasks, right, would you say, but that are things that create a purpose in taking care of something.
Sure. Imagine if you're, you know, you're sitting in your recliner most of the day watching your fetch news, and then you don't really have anything to do after the news goes off, and they don't get to see your smiling face.
Well, well, that guy that just yelled at me for 2 hours is off. So what do we do now, Taylor? Let's go for a walk.
So it gives you a reason to get up and get going, and suddenly life is not just about you and your sad situation, and because it can be depressing.
And you're right, it gives you a reason to get up.
Absolutely.
You know, even if it's just getting out of bed.
Something else, somebody else is depending on you.
And I do have to add to this, and this isn't going to be happy for Ryan. If you're unable to walk a long distance with a dog, an adult cat
absolutely
is also a good companion.
Not a
because
cat
it's no. But the cat can keep you laughing when you see them playing.
Yeah, I laugh all the time.
Yeah, when they lay in your lap, the petting is the same thing. Yes, it's a litter box. You do take care of the litter box. But other than that, if let's say you just can't, Taylor, honey, come back. We're not going that way. You can't, you know, walk a long distance. If you have a fenced-in yard too, a dog is fine because you can open the.
Well, let me ask you one more question before we close this segment. Or just a couple more things. Down at Cameron Hall, for example, explain the excitement, the joy that the residents of Cameron Hall have when somebody brings a visiting dog in, how much they enjoy that, because I think that is one of the things that's probably, just talk about what that's like when people bring dogs to visit at Cameron Hall.
So usually you'll get people that don't come out of their room will come out and interact with those animals. So it's a good way to draw them out. To see some of these residents holding these baby kittens that came a couple of weeks ago, and their face, literally, you could see it glowing, and you couldn't stop the smiles, and they're just, you know, they're so excited to hold this little animal. It just brightens their day. They have a totally different outlook the rest of the day. And because of that, we also allow owners who can care for their animals still, they can have a small dog like Taylor at Cameron Hall. Not every, you know, community is the same, so you want to check on that if you're looking around, but people don't want to leave their home if they need to because of their pets a lot of times, so we found if they can bring them with them.
Really, I tell you what, you're sharing something with me I did not know. So, if a person has the ability to care for their pet and it's a small dog, they can actually have a dog at your facility?
Dog or a cat. I've got one resident with a cat.
They can have a dog at your facility?
They can bring a cat too.
That's all right.
Repeat after her. They can bring a cat too.
You can bring a cat too.
Look at the
Cats. are welcome. There's a mat out front that says it. I don't have to. So at Cameron Hall, well, and that's what we're talking today about. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching Good Morning from beautiful downtown Blue Ridge, Georgia, here at Circuit World. And we have Rena with us from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, and we have this beautiful dog, Taylor, putting this together. That Taylor would make she's about 4 years old.
She's about 4 years old.
And she's calm, and sometimes a more rambunctious puppy or a young dog, may be too much to keep up with, but as Taylor here looks like the perfect companion dog, and that's what we're talking about today with Jessie Barton, Community Director at Cameron Hall, with our segment North Georgia Senior Living, putting those together today, and we are talking about companion pets. And I found out something new here at Cameron Hall. You can bring a small pet if you're able to care for it. Check with your facility, not all do that, but you do allow that if you can care for it, a companion dog. And the Humane Society of Blue Ridge is ready to put you with the pet that they feel works out. How's everything going out there? You got a lot of dogs right now?
We're just about full. Toby has found a home. He may be going today. Cindy went home Monday. So we do have one open spot, and we may get a new dog from Animal Control next week, early next week. And that's where we get most of our animals, is Animal Control. But everything's going well, and we found another little kitten today that came in, so.
One thing I always want to stress too is if you're looking for a companion dog and you are, a senior that you may not have the ability to get out and hunt a dog if you lose your dog, okay? So that may be difficult out trying to hunt your dog if your dog is lost. Humane Society of Blue Ridge, when you adopt a pet there, it sounds like a lot, and I say it that it's not even. I shouldn't say that, but it's what, $200?
It is $200.
It's $200, but you're guaranteed a disease-free pet.
Yes.
Okay, they go through an intake, spayed, neutered, and chipped.
Microchipped,
right?
that's
Microchipped also.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a companion dog, I suggest you make sure that your dog is microchipped, so that way if you do lose it and you can't get around the neighborhood or you have no way to get out and look for your dog, a lot of people when they find a dog will say, oh, I'm going straight to the vet because they're to see if they have a microchip and we can find your dog. If you're out there and you lose your dog, you get in touch with us, vetyournews.com, find our Facebook page, get in touch with the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, find their Facebook page, and we always help share all the lost dogs and help them find their home. Let's find Taylor her forever home today. That's what we want to do. We're here to find Taylor her forever home and to talk about the good, all the upside of having a companion dog. Now, Jessie, tell us a little bit over at Cameron Hall. How can people get in touch with you, talk to you a little more about Cameron Hall, about our discussion today? And I think we really broke some news here that they can have a pet.
Sure. So you can find us on the website, CameronHallofLJ.com. We do have a Facebook page and always reachable by phone down in LJ. So
we have, you can find this segment on YouTube, Fetch Your News, FYN TV YouTube channel. You can find this segment there. And also every week we're doing a senior living, North Georgia Senior Living with Jessie. We're just developing this segment. So if you have anything you want to talk about, anything you want to know concerning senior living in North Georgia, we're going to be doing all kinds of different segments every week. You can always send Jessie a note to info@fetyournews.com and we'll get it to her, and just put senior living in the top there. We good?
Yeah.
Oh, good?
Yeah.
Okay, we got anything coming up? We got anything special happening out at the Humane Society?
The second Saturday of every month, we do bring 2, 3, 4 dogs down to the, downtown Blue Ridge where the pavilion is.
Yes.
And we sit down there from 10 to 12 and show our dogs and talk about our dogs. It's kind of called an adoption event, but at least you get to see what's there and see if we can have a companion for you at that time too. And we walk them around, and so we're getting them out a little bit more. The second Saturday of every month we're doing that. And we are open Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday we're open 10 to 2. We are closed Tuesdays and Sundays. And we have a Facebook page, and we're at 171 Mineral Springs Road. So come on out and visit us, and then go to Ella J. And
we asked Rena to bring a what they would consider a companion dog today. And if we have not proven to you that Taylor's ready to go and sit there and watch TV with you and be by your side, but this dog is ready. So if you're looking for a companion dog today, we have Taylor at the Humane Society of BlueRidge.org. We thank you very much. We thank Jesse Barton from Cameron Hall. And we're going to take off. We're going to enjoy the weekend. You should too. And we're going to be back Monday morning at 8 a.m. Monday morning at 8 a.m. at the office, and Amanda can't wait to get back Monday herself. So we're out. We'll see you Monday morning.